Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, I'm Marsha Patricia Suna, and today I'm going to tell you a story about Nabi Ayyub. Prophet Ayyub was a descendant of Prophet Ibrahim. Ayyub's mother was the daughter of Prophet Lut, and his wife was a direct descendant of Prophet Yusuf. Ayyub lived in Rome with his dear wife Rahma and 14 children. Ayyub was a prophet who has immensely blessed by Allah. He was strong and healthy, had had large plots of land, abundant livestock, and a righteous and beautiful family. He was also a community leader who has highly respected and loved by his people. Des- Despite his status and wealth, Ayyub was never arrogant. He was always humble. He readily helped the deprived and constantly thanked and glorified Allah for everything he was blessed with. One day, high up in the heavens, the angel began discussing about the best of human who live in earth. An angel amongst them said, "The best creator on earth today is Ayyub, a man of noble character who displays great patience and always remembers his generous love. He is an excellent model for the worshippers of Allah. In return, his Lord has blessed and him with a long life and plenty of servants. The needy and the poor share in his good fortune. He feeds and clothes the poor and buys slaves to set them free. He makes those who receive his charity feel as if they are favoring him. So kind and gentle is he. Satan, who has the who has in the dignity overheard the discussion and become very angry, he immediately began plotting to lure Ayub away from the worship of Allah. He whispered evil to Ayub about the many pleasures of life that a man such as Ayub could easily enjoy. But the prophet was a sincere servant of Allah and was not easily faltered. This enraged Satan further. Satan approached Allah and informed him that Ayub was not a sincere servant of his and was only glorifying him in fear of losing all his wealth. He, Satan, suggested, if you remove his, his wealth, then you will find that this tongue will no longer mention your name and his praying will stop. Allah, the All-Knowing, did not believe Satan, for he knew that Ayub was among his most sincere believers and did not worship his Lord for mere materially possession. But he agreed to test Ayub to show Satan the absolute sincerity of his loyal servant. Enjoy overjoyed, Satan set out to destroy Prophet Ayyub's wealth. As time passed, Prophet Ayyub's wealth began to diminish. His land, livestock, servants, and money slowly evaded him until he was left with nothing. Immensely satisfied with Ayyub's order, Satan disguised as a wise old man approached the prophet and said, "All your wealth, or all your wealth is lost." Some people say that it's because you give too much charity and that you are wasting your time with your continuous praise to Allah. Others say that Allah has this upon you in order to please your enemies. If Allah had the capacity to prevent harm, then He would have protected your health. Well, Ayub replied, Allah gives whom He wills, and Allah takes from whom He wills, and all of the wealth that I have belongs to Allah. So He has every authority to take it back from me. Ayub turned around and continued to thank and praise Allah. Feeling rather frustrated, Satan returned to Allah and said, I have stripped Ayub of all his possessions, but he still remains grateful to you. However, he is only hiding his disappointment. The real test of a parent is for his children. You will see how Ayub will reject. Allah still knows that Ayub's faith and love for his Lord will not waver, but he agreed to test Ayub. Before long, the building in which Ayub's children lived crashed, killing all 14 of his young, beautiful children. Satan once again visited Ayub, disguised as sympathizing bystander, and remarked the sorrow, the circumstances under which your children died were sad, surely your Lord is not rewarding you properly for, for all your prayers. Ayub responded, Allah give me what is good for me, and takes away what Allah says that is displeasing for him and for me. Allah says Allah sees that all of these children may be a strong test and trial for me. So Allah took them away from me, whether a thing is beneficial or harmful to me. I will remain firm in my belief and remain thankful to my Creator. Satan respect Allah and said, Oh my Lord, Ayub's wealth is gone, his children are dead, and he is still healthy in body. And as long he enjoys good health, he will continue to you in worship you in hopes and regaining his wealth and producing more children. Grant me, grant me authority over his body, so that I may weaken it. He will surely neglect worshipping you and will thus become disobedient. Allah grant his request, but instructed. I give you authority over his body, but not over his soul, intellect, or heart. For in this place reside the knowledge and of me and my religion. Soon after Ayub's health began to de- deteriorate, he was so ill that the skin of his body used to fall off, revealing his muscle and bone. But as Allah instructed, the only two organs that function in his body were his heart and tongue, which he continued to use to glorify Allah. Ayub suffered through severe pain, but he never allowed himself to complain or falter in his belief in Allah. The people of the city began discussing, if Ayub was a good person, Allah would have done this to him. And eventually they abandoned him, his relative, friends, and everyone who loved and respected Ayub deserved desert him except for Rahma, his beloved wife. That's all from me. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.